What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Silver Lining TV, where we motivate and inspire people to create a better life through real estate. And I am back today from sunny Miami. Had a great time there. Took my wife down there to hang out with some good friends. And I'm back ready to get to work and provide some value, some clarity, some good information to you. And that information I want to touch on today is 2022, the year to buy a home. Should you buy a home this year? And I think this is critical, especially if you're a person who currently rents. Okay. If you're currently renting, you're probably asking yourself, is it a great time for me to buy? Now, a lot of people who have been in the market recently may say that, the market is very difficult. It's a hard seller's market. You know, everything is selling for higher prices than normal. But what is normal, right? Normal is relative. We don't know what normal even means. But when it comes to like a real estate price, but a lot of people, I'm sure some of your friends and family will tell you, I don't know if right now is the time to buy. Or they may say it is the right time to buy, right? Because as of right now, rental rates are going up. So you might as well own the property that you live in versus paying somebody else's mortgage. So you get two different ends of the spectrum in regards to the argument. Is it a good time to buy or is it not? I want to say today with full conviction that it is a great time to buy for a lot of reasons. And I have examples too to provide that to drive my point home. First thing you want to consider is yes, it is a seller's market, but is it really? No. Let me say that one more time, actually, because I want to make sure I explain it. It is a seller's market, but is it really? What do I mean by that, Antoine? Antoine, what do you mean by that? Well, what I do mean by that is if you bought a home, let's say last year, 2 years ago, and it was a seller's market back then, could you sell your home today for maybe 15, $20,000 more? Obviously, we're going to assume you took care of the property, you didn't do any damage to it. But if it's in the same condition or better, but let's just say if it's in the same condition from when you bought it a couple years ago, could you sell it for more money? Yes or no? I guarantee you're going to be able to sell it for more. It's a guarantee. Matter of fact, if you can't sell it for more, reach out to me, then I'll give you $100. So is it really a seller's market? Well, technically, because there's low inventory, sure. But the best time to buy was a couple years ago. The second best time to buy is today. Because if you buy today, you're going to be able to ride that appreciation, build up some equity for yourself. Okay. You can still take advantage of the low rates today. They're not historically low like they were a couple years ago or even a year ago, but they're still considerably low. If you're below a 5%, that's still a low rate. Not too long ago, people were buying homes at 12%. Okay. So again, we got to make sure that, like, my goal is to make sure I'm bringing this perspective to the community. Because if the rates are favorable for a buyer, and if you buy today, you're almost guaranteed to be able to sell your home a couple months from now for a little more than what you bought it for. You're almost guaranteed to be able to do that. I've helped a client be able to purchase a home, and then she turned around and sold it a couple months later and made 12 to 15 grand on it. Now, I'm not saying that will happen to you. However, I want to bring this to the community and really shed light on what really is happening in today's market. Now, going to the renter, if you're a renter, right? I want to share something with you. Let me share something with you real fast. See if I can do this without messing anything up. Share screen. Boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna make this pretty too. Give me a second. There we go. Pretty, real pretty. Okay, so let me zoom in a little bit. Whoop. Okay, Rental prices are skyrocketing this year. So if you're renting right now at the moment, it obviously makes sense that to buy a home and to own something, to be able to build equity, which is wealth for yourself, and have the freedom to do whatever you want to the property, right? The biggest thing is if you look at right here, 19.8% overall. Okay. 19.8%. That's in 1 year. That's what the increase in rent has been in 1 year. 20%. I know people that built up 20% equity, that gained 20% in net worth. Well, not overall net worth. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. But that's how much that their home appreciated over the past 12 months. Renters are paying more over the past 12 months, not gaining more over the past 12 months. Okay. So you gotta keep in mind that where is your dollar going and where is it better used? Is it better used in a property that you own, or is it better used paying down somebody else's mortgage? And again, despite what people say, today, maybe, I mean, technically it is a seller's market, but maybe the real fact is that it's a buyer's market. If you're going to buy a home and get a low rate and be able to ride the equity wave, and in a year from now, you've earned or gained 10, 12% in appreciation on your property, which isn't guaranteed. It's not a guarantee you'll do that. But I know people who have done that. I do see homes in the future, they will still appreciate. I don't think they'll appreciate at 20%, 18%. I do think that'll come down a little bit. It'll get closer to about 4 to 6%, maybe 8%, depending on what area you're in. But hey, I'd rather do that and be on that end, getting equity by just living in my property and letting the market build up that equity for me versus living in a rental and just paying more every year. So, should you buy a home this year? Yes and no. Logically, yes, but it always depends on your current situation. What's going on in your life? Maybe it isn't the right time for you and your family to move right now for whatever reason. So these are questions you got to ask yourself, pros and cons, right? We got to go through our normal process as family. Is it a right move? But logically, the numbers say it is the best time to move. The best time to move was a couple years ago. Actually, the best time to move was several years ago. The second best time is today. Okay. So take that into account when you are making your decision. Now, I understand that thinking about these big decisions and making these big decisions is extremely hard. So I want to give you some more advice before I close it out. That advice is make sure that you have the support of someone who's not emotionally attached and is a professional in that realm, which is real estate. That person, man or woman, will be able to guide you and help you see things from a logical perspective, which is exactly what you need to be able to make the best decision. You need that clarity. You need to be able to remove the emotion from it and think logically to make the best decision because numbers are involved, right? Your financial livelihood is involved. So you have to think logically. I advise finding someone that you trust and really doing your research on that person, by the way, make sure they are legit and sit down with that person to ask what are the pros and cons of buying today? What does it look like numbers wise? How will it benefit me? How will it not benefit me? And then from there, put it all on the table and then decide from there. Okay. Well, this video may be it for you. I don't know. But if this video doesn't bring that clarity, you need to sit down with someone and have that conversation with them. Okay. So yes and no. Should you buy a home this year? Yes and no. Depends on your situation. But I did just display some facts for you, especially if you're a renter, something to consider right here. Okay. I hate to see people just throw their money away. And I hate for people who really have the opportunity to own a home not understand that they have that opportunity or not even be aware of it. And that's the purpose of this video. All right, you guys, I'm gonna let you go. First day back in office, so trying to get back into the swing of things has been super busy over here at Silver Lining Real Estate Group. We're serving people every single day, and we love doing it. We do it with a smile on our face. So, if you have any questions, if you want more clarity, if you want to have a deeper discussion about whether today is the right time for you, or maybe next year is, or whatever the case may be, please reach out to us. We're going to be available to serve you, take care of you, give you that clarity. We have what we call free home buying strategy sessions. You can reach out to us and schedule that. Typically takes 30 minutes to 45 minutes, depending on how many questions you have. And or you can just reach out to us on Facebook. All of our team members are available on Facebook. I'm available on Facebook. Reach out to us and let us know. All right. You can call us as well. You can email us too. More info at slreg.com. And our phone, our phone number you can reach us at is 765-607-3476. All right, you guys. As always, our goal is to help you reach yours. And if you guys don't have any questions, don't need anything, I will see you guys on the next one. Take care.